Ever get a glimpse of anything swimming in your line of sight? If you try to get a closer look, it can appear as a little worm or a transparent blob, but it vanishes when you do, only to disappear again when you turn your gaze. However, refrain from washing your eyes. What you are witnessing is a floater, which is a typical occurrence. These things are known scientifically as muscae volatantes, which is Latin for flying flies, and as their name suggests, they may be a little bothersome. However, they aren't actually bugs or any other form of outside thing. They actually reside inside your eye. Floaters may appear to be alive because they move and alter their appearance, but they are not. The retina, the light-sensitive tissue in the back of your eye, is shadowed by floating objects. They could be protein aggregates, red blood cells, or tissue fragments. Floaters also drift with your eye movements and appear to bounce a little after your eye stops moving because they are floating within the vitreous humor, the gel-like liquid that fills the interior of your eye. Most of the time, floaters could be hard to tell apart. Similar to how holding your hand closer to a table with an overhead light can produce a more clearly defined shadow, they become more apparent the closer they are to the retina. Additionally, floaters are more obvious when you are staring at a bright, uniform surface like a clean sky, snow, or a blank computer screen, since the background makes them simpler to discern. Your pupil shrinks as the light gets brighter. This produces a similar effect to switching out a huge diffuse light fixture for a single overhead light bulb, which likewise enhances the clarity of the shadow. Although it doesn't have anything to do with floaters, there is another optical phenomenon. You've probably witnessed the blue field entoptic phenomenon if you've ever noticed tiny light specks dashing across a clear blue sky. This can be compared to the reverse of seeing floaters. Instead of seeing shadows in this situation, your retina is being illuminated by tiny moving windows. White blood cells passing through the capillaries lining your retina's surface are what truly cause the windows. These leukocytes have the potential to be so big that they almost completely fill a capillary, causing a plasma gap to form in front of them. Wherever this occurs, we notice a moving dot of light that moves in rhythm with your pulse and follows the courses of your capillaries, since the white blood cells and the surrounding space are both more transparent to blue light than the red blood cells that are typically present in capillaries. In the right lighting, you might even spot what appears to be a dark tail trailing the dot. The red blood cells that have gathered behind the leukocyte are these. Some science museums include a display that consists of a blue light screen that makes these blue sky sprites considerably more visible than they would otherwise be. While these effects are common to all eyes, they vary widely in intensity and kind. Floaters frequently go unreported because our brain has trained itself to disregard them. However, unusually large or many floaters that impair vision could be an indication of a more serious problem that needs rapid medical attention. But most of the time, entoptic phenomena, like floaters and blue sky sprites, are merely a gentle reminder that what we perceive is influenced by our biology and thoughts just as much as it is by the outside world.